Sunrise happening right now. We're in a little bit of new country, a little more elevation. We're about 9,200 feet. We're hoping to find a place where we can glass a whole bunch of country, but there's a couple chunks of private land down there. And what we've heard is they go on there to water and then they'll come back onto public to bed. So we're hoping to catch them coming out of there, and then we can get set up on a big wall maybe. We can walk over here and see what we can find.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He might be. No. Cow. There's a little rag on the far right in the middle.
Well, we came and we've seen a lot of elk, and what we've also saw is we haven't saw a lot of fresh sign up on the mountain. So we're sitting up here glassing down into big flats, basically junipers and rolling hills, and that's where we're finding all the elk. We just found 3 mature bulls. They're all kind of broke up, and then there's probably 11 cows and a couple raghorns, and then we just glassed up. I heard about 8 cows and a nice 6-point, probably like a 310 6-point. But he's not broke up. He's nice. He's actually chasing cows. It looked like he was bugling and stuff too. So I think he's a possible shooter. But I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and learn how to hunt this low country, because that's where all the elk seem to be hanging out, right next to water. Got food, and we just haven't seen any fresh sign up here. So just got to go to where the animals are, and that's where they are at, down there. You ever thought, like, when you're crossing one like this, one of these gave out and you just fell on this and impaled yourself? Mm-hmm. That would suck. Yeah, it would definitely.
Well, it's midday now. Let's check the time. 1:20. Been driving quite a bit.
trying to get ourselves into position where those bulls were this morning, and hopping on our OnX maps a bunch, and it's just so checkerboard with private state land and BLM, and wherever you hit private, seems like they have it locked or a gate locked. We've had to turn around and readjust. We found ourselves on this pretty far ridge out in the middle of nowhere, quite a ways off the mountain. But there's a big draw, big valley with potentially some water. We don't know if the tank has water in it or not, but really good bedding area, good hillsides to bed on in the shade, out of the wind. So I think we're all gonna sit up here and glass, maybe locate some new bull elk in a little bit of untouched country. So hopefully our luck turns. We'll probably sit here till the evening at least.
Storm's rolling in, it looks like. Feels like it too. Temp dropped quite a bit. So it's supposed to snow 1 to 2 inches tonight. Be super cold. What's tomorrow supposed to be?
I think the same, just cold and
Windy?
yeah, 30% now. 30 cold and 30% chance of.
So super cold and chance of snow and rain. Maybe that'll help change some things up, huh?
Yeah. Man, looks pretty though. Now he's over at the tire. Just jumped in the tire. Yeah.
He's odd that he's by himself.
Yeah. I've never seen one by himself.
Mm-hmm.
He just peeks over the tire looking at that bird.
He did?
Yeah. He just... Why are they harassing him like that?
That's what they do, dude.
Annoying. Little punks. What a goofball.
I wonder if those ones on the other side are like... Oh, she's not looking good. She's not looking great. So we just got back to camp and we're trying to figure out a game plan for tomorrow. And a couple things I've noticed in the last 2 days is we've been up on the mountain, and which puts us glassing down. Everything we've seen, all the elk we've seen have been not on the mountain, they've been lower in like the juniper sage country, and they've been super close to water. Every elk we've seen is has been in those places. And so all we're doing right now is going to our OnX and trying to find those three things: lower, junipers, water. So what I like to do when I look for water is a couple things. I'll go to the topo map like that, and this topo thing will give you water lines, you know, creeks and all that. All the creeks that are out here are dried up, but it also shows you the tanks that are out here. So like this tank this morning shows you right there, it's a tank. So then once I find something like that on the topo layer, I click it over and I look, and it looks like there's water there. And I can recognize that because that's what we glassed up. And now we're trying to find a way in there around the private that we could get close. And I think the closest road we have puts us about, what, 3.5 miles away?
Yeah.
3 miles? Which isn't bad because it's not, you know, it's super steep. We'll just have to go and drive the road in the morning. You never know what the road's going to be like. It doesn't look like it's super steep, but it could be rocky, which, what I've learned out here, and I've known this for a long time, every road out here in New Mexico, 98% of the roads out here in New Mexico are rocky. And no bueno.
No.
No bueno. So
Rocks are not cool.
yeah, I'm glad Brad's driving his truck, because Trail Boss, it's a little too new to be doing crazy stuff like what we've been doing in Brad's truck. But I appreciate your truck, Brad.
Anytime, guys.